Here at the trial, the murder trial of Toronto Police Constable James Forcillo, the Crown's expert witness in use of force and excessive use of force, really, is a storied kind of world figure who's examined this very issue in all kinds of places, from Northern Ireland to some of the most troubled police departments in America. He's an American. And he's acted as a court monitor to make sure police agencies are reforming themselves. And he began actually getting to the heart of his evidence today, and it's twofold, really. On the one hand, he says the Toronto police force has modern, progressive, thoughtful training programs on use of force and de-escalation techniques, and is, perfectly in keeping with the good police forces of the world. On the other hand, about Constable Forcillo's actions on the day that he shot and killed teenager Sammy Yatim, he says that Forcillo and his fellow officers who were there that day went from A to Z in a very short period of time, that it appeared to him they tried no options but the firearm. They didn't try and talk to the young man. They didn't try and find out what was going on possibly in his head. That Yatim, was essentially what police call a barricaded person. He was on a streetcar. The police had covered both open entrances, the rear and the front. That meant that, this expert says, his name is Robert Warshaw, he says that meant that Sammy Yatim had fewer and fewer options, and the police had more and more options as more and more of them came there. And in the end, the prosecutor, Milan Rupik, just asked him now, what sort of risk in the seconds before the first volley of shots did Sammy Yatim pose to James Forcillo and the other police? And this expert said, in his opinion, at that time, Yatim posed no risk at all. He said their very best weapon, the very best thing the police had at their disposal, which they didn't use, was time. Unbelievable, because, he didn't say this, he may never say this, but the inference, of course, is that the outcome perhaps was not inevitable.